How's it going? And welcome back to another episode of Saturday Night Horror. Now tonight we're going to be watching one of my favorite horror movies. This one kind of has mixed reviews. Some people like it, some people don't. I happen to like it. I really enjoy it. Tonight we're going to be watching Halloween 2. Now believe it or not, Halloween 2 is actually the first Halloween movie I ever watched. That's crazy, right? I even remember buying a VHS. We went to a mall in Raleigh. There was a store, Suncoast Movies or Suncoast Entertainment, Suncoast something. And I remember picking up the Halloween 2 VHS. It was like $5, brand new. Brought it home, watched it, and that's what started my love for the Halloween franchise. Now the reason that was the first one I watched is because Halloween, honestly, when I was younger, it used to scare me. I'd see the commercials for it, they start playing a Halloween theme, and that Halloween theme would just terrify me for some reason, and I had absolutely no desire whatsoever to watch any of the movies. But as I got older, as I started watching horror movies, I figured let me give the Halloween franchise a shot, and at the time that was the only Halloween movie they had in that store, so I picked it up, I enjoyed it, and got my hands on all the rest of them. So yeah, Halloween 2 is... I enjoy it, man. A lot of people don't, but I do. As far as cooking goes tonight, we're going to do something simple. We're just going to cook some pizza rolls. We had about half a bag of pizza rolls in the freezer, so I figured why not make them for Saturday Night Horror. Good food, good movie, what can go wrong? So yeah, tonight's movie, Halloween 2. The meal, pizza rolls, you can't go wrong. And before we begin, I just want to say I do have an Instagram account now. I'll put a link to that in the description below. I'll just post random stuff. But anyway, let's go out in the kitchen. Let's get this pizza roll started, and after that we'll watch our movie. So I'll meet you out there.
Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen and have ourselves a snack.
Alright everyone, here we go. Got half the bag of pizza rolls here, which is still a lot, so not complaining at all. Alright, so we got the pizza rolls laid out on the tray here, and we're going to heat up the oven to 425 degrees, and we'll put these in for about 12 minutes. So yeah, it's going to be some good eating tonight. Alright everyone, here's the finished product. They've been in there 425 degrees, 12 minutes. They are sizzling, they smell good, they're going to taste good. So now that we got our food, of course we need our drink. So let's go to the fridge. Let's see what we can find here.
Do it! Just do it!
You're dead. You crazy son of a bitch, you're dead.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Look, this is a one-time thing and a one-time thing only. Never again will a Pepsi be drunk or drink on Saturday Night Horror again. I promise you. But anyway, all the lights in the house are off. It's time to watch Halloween 2. Of course, we have the Halloween decorations out, and I will have another video coming out in a few days, maybe even tomorrow. Just going through our little bit of Halloween decor, if you will. But yeah, we've got our food, we have our questionable drink. It's time to watch a movie. And like I said, this is definitely one of my favorites, so Really looking forward to this. Alright everyone, the movie is over and it was a fun night. I really enjoyed Halloween 2. Halloween 2 is one of those movies I could watch multiple times a year and not get tired of it. Word of warning, if you hear any banging noises whatsoever, the little monster Bella is down here banging on the door. I kicked her out, she banged on the door, I brought her in, she banged on the door, so we're just going to have to deal with her noise. So anyway, Halloween 2, right off the bat, before anything starts, you know, the Halloween movies, during the intro, they have the pumpkin, they have the jack-o'-lantern, and it kind of decomposes in front of you. This pumpkin decomposed to reveal a skull, and for some reason, seeing that, I was thinking to myself, we're going to be in for one hell of a ride. And we were. Halloween 2, the cool thing about this one is, it's not one of those sequels that takes place weeks, months later, years later. This takes place immediately after the events of the first Halloween. So Halloween 1 ends, Halloween 2 just immediately picks up right there, just a few seconds later. So I thought that was pretty cool. So thinking about it, Halloween 1 and Halloween 2 all take place in the same night, Halloween night. And the thing that's really cool, if you really think about it, because it's Halloween night, because Michael Myers is wearing the mask and, you know, the coveralls, no one really knows who he is. And everyone else is dressed up, so they see Michael Myers and they think it's just another guy walking around, you know, taking part in Halloween, dressing up and all that. So you really don't know that it's him. This one takes place mostly in Haddonfield Memorial Hospital, and even though hospitals are usually big, this one seemed kind of claustrophobic because of the narrow hallways, the small rooms. Just imagine that, man. Imagine being stalked by Michael Myers in this empty, the hospital looked empty. Just, you look down the hallway, this long narrow hallway, there's Michael Myers with a knife in his hand coming after you. Just imagine being stalked by him throughout this hospital, man. That's just, extremely claustrophobic setting. I'm claustrophobic myself. It just, whew. So I think they did a good job with that. I thought the hospital was a good setting, man, because really there's not a lot of choices of where you can go to get away from them in the hospital. So kind of you get this feeling, this sense that you're kind of trapped in this building, and, you know, good luck, best of luck to you, may luck be on your side. So I like the hospital setting. Dr. Loomis said something in this movie that I completely forgot. Dr. Loomis made the comment, he said Michael Myers is 21. Think about that for a minute. Michael Myers in this movie is only 21 years old. I don't know why, but that just blows my mind. It seems like he's a lot older. So hearing that he's 21 years old, just, I don't know, man. I don't know why that just blows my mind. Like, Jesus, you're that evil, that young. So yeah, my favorite scene in this movie, though, always been my favorite scene, is towards the end, where Loomis finally meets up with Lord, I forgot. I'm having a brain fart. Laurie Strode. Good Lord, I was having a brain fart. It's early in the morning. He finally meets up with Laurie, and they're in the hospital. And Michael Myers is out in the parking lot, coming towards the building, and he walks right through the glass door. Doesn't pause, doesn't stop, just walks right through the glass door. And for some reason, I always thought that scene was awesome. That's always been my favorite scene in this movie. So, matter of fact, I might have it on the intro for Saturday Night Horror if I remember correctly, but just overall, awesome scene. This movie was also supposed to be the very end of the Dr. Loomis, Michael Myers story. It was intended to be the end of Dr. Loomis, the end of Michael Myers, and after this, every Halloween that would come out would, you know, be a different story. They'd have a different story for every Halloween movie, but Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis proved to be too popular. Fans wanted them back, so with Halloween 4, they brought them back. They tried with Halloween 3, this new format of a different story every time. Did not quite work out, which is a shame because, in all honesty, Halloween 3 was not a bad movie, but Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis, just, you couldn't get rid of them, man. They were too popular. And if you see the end of this movie, you'll see that it truly was intended to be the last we ever see of them. There's absolutely no way they will survive the ending of this movie. And Part 4, when they brought them back, you can't help but think, how ridiculous is this, man? Because of what happened to them at the end of Part 2, there's no freaking way they're alive now. So, but yeah, I'm supposed to be the Bella. One second. Lord, she likes chords. I'm not re-recording this again. I'm done re-recording. So yeah, that was supposed to be the end of Michael Myers, Dr. Loomis, but fan demand brought him back. There were a lot of kind of creepy kills in this movie. I think the worst kill in this movie to me was being burned or boiled alive. This woman had a hot tub going, and Michael Myers kind of snuck in, turned the temperature all the way up, put her face in the boiling water, and just boiled her till she died. That was that was the worst one to me. Halloween 2 is also, in my opinion, one of those sequels that does not suck. Now, the movies in general have this curse where the sequel is usually horrible. The sequel is usually hot garbage that no one wants to ever see again. I don't get that with Halloween 2. Halloween 2 I thought was a really good sequel. I thought it did not suck at all. Like I said earlier, I love how it picked up immediately after the events of the first one, so I enjoyed it, man. I really did. So Halloween 2 in my book is awesome. Halloween is also the only franchise that happens to make the song Mr. Sandman extremely creepy. If you've never watched a Halloween movie and you hear the song Mr. Sandman, you think, oh, it's kind of a cute song. But then you watch Halloween and you're thinking, that song's creepy as hell. And speaking of the soundtrack for Halloween, the Halloween theme, the main theme for Halloween to this day, at 38 years old, still gives me the creeps. I don't know what it is about it, but every time I hear it, I just get chills, I get the creeps. But I love it. And like I said, as a kid, it absolutely terrified me, and that's why I wouldn't watch the movies. And she's going after my green screen now, so we're going to wrap this up. Lord, Bella, you are killing me. So all in all, Halloween 2 I thought was an awesome movie. It's a really fun night, aside from Bella absolutely wreaking havoc here while I'm trying to record this. But Halloween 2 is definitely recommended. But definitely watch the first Halloween. Watch Halloween first, then watch Part 2. Watch them both together, back to back. You won't regret it. Yeah, definitely recommend it. So with that being said, that concludes this week of Saturday Night Horror. And I was looking at the calendar, and Halloween is on a Saturday. Which means, in theory, we could have a Halloween edition of Saturday Night Horror. And I'm brainstorming, folks. I'm trying to think of, can we do anything special since Halloween is on a Saturday? So we'll see what happens, man. I have a couple of ideas. I'll see if it's possible to pull them off. So anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Saturday Night Horror. I definitely enjoyed bringing it to you. Halloween 2 is definitely recommended. So with that being said, hope you all have an awesome weekend. Hope you all have an awesome week. And I will see you on the next episode of Saturday Night Horror. Y'all take care.